Hi. I've really been concentrating a lot on my videos, as in a lot of them in every day. Maybe there's a reason for that. You know, I'm serious. Time could change things. As time goes by, if there are things that are supposed to happen, I say if, they're going to be happening. And it's going to be, everything's going to change. Now, see, things are going to change because I'm headed to my daughter's house. So the life that I've been leading the last 3 months here is fixing to take a change. I'll be going into a different environment. Still, my daughter has it going on. She's done very well. I wish I could change things for her. Maybe I can. It's hard to help somebody from afar. And what I'm talking about is there are things that I know that I could help her with. Your knowledge, your services of a sort. She's paying a bloody fortune, just like a lot of people are. When you're paying for rent, it's going into somebody else's pocket, not yours. So, it is true. Sometimes I figured it depends on your situation. It's more trouble to buy than it is to rent because you don't know what you're going to do. But if you're in a place where you want to be and you want to be there for a long time, unless you just, got a lot of money, you find a way to buy a house. And there are different ways to buy a house other than going to a bank. Okay? I learned these things. I took a Carlton Sheets course a long time ago, but my mom and dad were always into buying and then selling. They would buy and then they'd sell, when they were moving around and stuff. That wasn't the purpose of the moving around. The purpose was trying to find a better job, get paid more, get closer to Utah because the church was big in Utah. Here I am wearing glasses. It's hard to explain to somebody else how important that is, but it is very important because the church, it helps you raise your children. Now, what I'm trying to say is, don't think that's an easy task, raising children. But that wasn't the point. The point is, the church is busy, and they're busy for their people, and they are made of people. It's a human experience type thing, but on the light side, the good side. You keep your family busy doing good things instead of idle. What is it they say about idle hands are the devil's workshop? That just came to my head. If I wanted to make like some little sayings on cards, there are things I should be picking up on because there is just so much, and it would help the people. It's not like you're trying to make money and hurt the people. It'd be nice, if I could make a little money with my craft. I will say with my craft. Um, your art, what you can create, what you can contribute to the betterment of people, okay? Not to the evil side. There are those really taken up on that. That's where the money's at, right? Temptation. Tempt these people and do all kinds of things that service that. But I think we need to go the other way. And maybe they need a little reminding of some good things, some good thoughts. They do have that already out there. You can go to I don't know what you would call that. You can go to a place anyway where you can pick up like a gift for somebody. So we'll call it a gift shop. And this gift has 365 cards with a thought on each card that's different to help you go through your day. You start the day with a card. I should have wrote down what I just said. It was about the devil's workshop. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. So get busy doing good things. Go to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints as soon as you can. Get with the missionaries. Get the discussions. Come to find out that this is the true, restored Church of Jesus Christ on the earth today for you, your children, for you and your husband. Find the light. And that's where you'll find the light. Most always. Most always. I mean, some things that get in the way, that's Satan. You just have to do good things and pray. God is stronger than Satan. And if you want to think about where you're going after this life, don't you think it'd be better if you knew? And it's here. We're trying to tell you. Let us in. I keep saying us, but I'm serious. I got things going on in my head. You know, I'm one of those ones. I'm just not ready. I don't like committing. There are certain things that don't bring me down because I know. But if you want to get busy, I'll tell you how to do it. Go join the church. Get involved. We learn all kinds of things there. Even how to teach, because you could be called to be a teacher. Nobody gets paid. It's all voluntary. But you could be a teacher. And guess what happens? The teacher learns more than everybody else because you're preparing and learning to go share with somebody. Those people they only do get to hear you for just a short period of time in that class because there's a lot of conversation going on. There's a lot of, you can just get totally distracted and off the panel. But that person who has prepared the lesson has gone through it all. And a lot of times when you go to do a lesson, you know, in the group, it's very difficult to go and get all that stuff into that little bit of time. They plan on it that way. You know, you go kind of inspiration. If you pray for inspiration, you pray for help to give that class, and then you're up there and you've got to give that class, and then you've got to also engage the people that are in front of you so that they're saying things, okay? And so whatever one says, then it goes and another one says something to that. And anyway, you can just be all over the place. But the one who does the teaching learns the most. So, it's just a thought. It's a real good thought, actually. But see, there's so many ways, so many places to learn at church, okay? For instance, I don't know how it is now because we just go for 2 hours on Sunday. They cut off an hour, and then they did stuff every other week instead of every week. And I think that's been really good, really super good. It gives you another extra hour at home. They do encourage that we still carry on the Sabbath day type of deal and have do things that have to do with God, okay? And not just that. I mean, you can go and visit the sick. But you can also go and visit your family, okay? Make that a priority to be encouraging family unity. I'm talking about your brothers and your sisters if they're in the area, you know. There's just all kinds of things that you can do that are centered around the family. Um, but I got off kilter. See, the more people join the church, what's going to be happening is in the future we won't go to church because there will not be enough churches, okay? Um, right now we've got, in a lot of places, there is 4 wards meeting in one building, I think. I really do think. And they start early in the morning because you have to have a 2-hour segment. But as we're leaving the sacrament meeting, that's just a 1-hour segment, okay? As we're leaving the sacrament meeting, other people are coming in. It's a fluid type situation on Sunday. That building is rocking and rolling. I'm telling you. As things progress, the more people that join the church, I bet you will be down to an hour session so that more wards can meet in the building. And then there's things going on during the week. That building is not just busy on Sunday, especially the young women's and the young men's. And then you get into the elders quorum, and there's just a lot of things going on. And if they were really, you guys really have done so good, I'm telling you, the people that were at my dad's ward. I'm gonna cry. I don't know why I have to do that. But the point is, it's going to grow even more than it has. It was crazy busy over there in Dad's neck of the woods. I think there's 3 stakes. You know, there's 3 cities. And there's 3 stakes, Stakes, which is a geographical area. And inside that geographical area are all these wards, okay? And a ward is up to 1,000 people. When they get to a little bit over 1,000 people, they split. Just like a cell splits. They grow, and then they are at their max, and they split. And then they become a geographical area different than where they were. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but, you know, take all these round things. They're all sitting in this pot. And the pot is the stake. And how many round things will fit in there? Well, whatever. It's all geographical. So then you've got these wards. And they are designated for 1,000 people. And when they split, they might only have 500 people. Okay? Because this ward has now gotten to be 1,000 people, so they'll split it and try to do equal amounts, 500 on each side. And then when they grow up to 1,000, again, they will split again, okay? That's how the church is doing. I hear the kids are here. My head hurts. I got carried away. You know, I never know what I'm going to say. And I do like to hear what I say. I don't know. I don't know how I affect other people, but I have always talked to myself, and I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Because what are you going to do? Be a lump on a log and not talk ever? If you don't practice talking and communicating, you won't know how to when you need to. I think English is great. I think the spoken word can be great. I really do. Like words. And you would think that would be kind of weird. But maybe that's just my calling. I have this urgency, okay? I have this urgency to do the things I'm doing on this channel. And that is why I am spending so much time on it. I'm spending way too much time on it. Because what I do is, what I just said, you know, I'm doing what I need to do, okay? I just feel like I'm doing what I need to do. However, like I said, I have had a little respite, but maybe that's a false security, so I got to be careful with that, because I am making decisions I am not sure I want to continue this treatment. But I got so much going on, but I haven't done my research. So I've got an appointment next week, and it's my whole regimen, okay? So it covers 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, and then it's the first day is the blood draw, and then talk to my cancer doctor. And then the next day you come in and you have the treatments. And what they are is there's two different treatments, and they just do it together. In other words, I go in there and I get my IV. First thing is my IV. And when they're done with the IV, then there's a curtain that they can draw, and you pull your britches down a little bit. You don't have to go all the way necky, but they're putting these shots in the fatty of your hips. I don't like them, but serious. The girl last time I went in was telling me, she gave me the information to read, and she told me, there's other ways to kill the cancer, and that what I'm doing might have long-term side effects like kidney failure. Okay, I wasn't really wanting to do these treatments, and I've been kind of a little skittish of them, and so I don't know if it's the treatments that I've got going on that. Okay, I know that the IV is for building up my bones. Okay, so the healing in my bones has to do with my IV. The those injections are hormone blockers. So I learned this last time, that all those treatments are hormone blockers, because I was offered two different treatments options. The first one, which they recommended right off the bat, was I'm already on a pill, and that was another pill. Okay, but I looked at videos, and I did do some research, but maybe I didn't do enough research. But the point is, I listened to a lady who did that first set, and she said it was worse than chemo. They say it's non-chemo. It's not chemo, but I'm in a chemo place getting that treatment. It's a cancer center. So there's an infusion. That's what the IV is. So, starving the cancer, this is what's in my head, okay? Starving the cancer has killed the cancer. The ivermectin. I believe the ivermectin has killed the cancer. So I'm not sure which. And yes, don't stop. But you know what? If I find out, because they do, that's what they draw the blood for, to see how your kidneys are doing. So, I think there's something I need to know. And I'm having some pain that I'm worried about. And I don't have a primary care doctor. But the PET scan showed no cancer activity. So, hopefully there's nothing worse than that. I mean, because that sounds really super good to me. But then, there could be other things that crop up. I certainly would not want kidney failure, because then you're in dialysis. I mean, how horrible is that? And then always what your choice is, well, do you want to live? So it depends on the quality of life, And I made it pretty clear to my people how I felt, because to me, I know people. A lot of you have already gone down that road. A lot of you are going down that road. And a lot of you have lost loved ones who went down that road. I just couldn't do it. I could not do the chemotherapy and the radiation. And quality of life is important. And you're already at an older age. I'm not saying my words very well, but you take all things into consideration. I'm talking about maybe you're fragile. Here you are, you've had cancer for how long? Cancer can live for a long time. Okay. And see, another thing is a lot of the cancers are because you're older. You've now reached the age. Your clock has turned. You're headed on a downward slope. Maybe it'll be fast. Maybe it won't. I don't know. All I know is what I had to do with me, what I could do. But I have been studying a lot. I've been trying to only eat the green foods, the things that will fight cancer. Um, Trying to drink water that is purified. And I'm not sure, but Nancy's water has tasted pretty good. The one coming out of the fridge, Dad's water coming out of the fridge was horrid. And I told him, I says, anything that tastes bad is not good for you. And anyway, I finally got him to buy one. We had something that was like a Brita. And see, then, if you want the ice, you're using the ice out of the freezer, and then you're back to square one. So anyway, we got one of those little ice machines. It makes ice. So you take your purified water and you pour it in there, and it makes your ice. It's a process, but a lot better for you. I would be using it here, but I'm on the second floor. There is a bathroom in there, but you don't have as much. It's not like going to the sink downstairs, you know. Anyway, under normal circumstances, I had a nice big pitcher and I could fill it with tap water. I would go pour it in my thing, and it was 3 or 4 gallons that it held. So you just continuously pour water in it as it goes down, so that if you got a lot of people in the house, every 8 minutes it makes ice. Unknown caller. Okay, I need to get this. I'm going to let you guys go, okay?